Hello, listeners. I am Rohan.
And I am Sonika.
Hello, Sonika.
Hello, Rohan. How are you?
I am okay. I was very busy this week. I was studying and working. It was a little hard.
Yes, me too. I had many assignments. I wanted to focus, but I could not. My mind was not calm.
Yes, it happens to me too. I sit to study, but after some time, my mind goes somewhere else.
Same problem with me. I want to study, but then I open my phone and start watching videos or checking messages.
Yes, that is the main problem. I feel bad after that. I ask myself, why can't I focus?
Yes, I understand. Let us talk about this today. Maybe we can help each other.
Yes, good idea. Let us talk about how we can focus better and how to study well.
Okay. So tell me, Rohan, when can you focus best?
I can focus best in the morning. I wake up early and do not touch my phone. I start studying, and I feel fresh.
That is good. I feel more active in the evening, but at that time there are more distractions.
Yes, I think every person has a different time for focus. But our daily routine is also very important.
Yes, very true. On the days I follow my routine, I can focus, but on the days I wake up late or skip breakfast, I feel lazy and I cannot focus.
I feel the same. Also, the place where I study matters a lot. If I try to study on my bed, I feel sleepy.
Yes, I also feel sleepy when I study on my bed. That is why I come to this cafe. I can focus better here.
I go to the library sometimes. When I see other people studying, I also feel like studying.
Yes, it helps, but I think our mind is now used to distractions.
Yes, I agree. Our brain always wants new things. That is why studying feels hard.
I read one article. It said that focus is like a muscle. We must train it every day, or it becomes weak.
That is a good point. I also try to train my focus. I use the Pomodoro method. I study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break.
I tried that too. It works if I follow it, but sometimes I still get distracted during those 25 minutes.
Yes, me too. I suddenly remember something and stop studying.
Yes, or I start thinking about a song and search for it.
Ha ha ha. Yes. But now I do something new. I keep my phone in another room when I study.
Really? That is good. I try to put my phone on silent and keep it away, but sometimes I still check it.
Even looking at the phone breaks my focus. I read that just knowing the phone is near makes our brain feel busy.
Wow, I did not know that. I started writing down my distractions in a notebook. Every time I lose focus, I write the reason.
That is a great idea. What did you learn from that?
I saw that I lose focus more when I am tired or hungry or feeling worried.
That is true. If I am feeling stressed or sad, I cannot study. I just keep looking at the book, but I learn nothing.
Yes, our body and mind both must be healthy to study well.
Yes, sleep, food, feelings, and study all are connected.
Do you use any app or tool to help with focus?
I use an app called Forest. It grows a tree if I stay off my phone. I also use Notion to plan my day.
I use Notion too. I write my tasks and subjects there. It helps me stay organized. But sometimes I still do not follow the plan.
Same here. I think no app can help if we do not try from inside.
Yes, motivation comes and goes, but discipline is more important.
I try to build good habits. I tell myself, I have to study, like how we brush our teeth every day.
That is smart. I also try to study at the same time every day. I add it to my calendar.
Very good. That is called time blocking, right?
Yes, if I don't plan my time, I waste it.
You know, Talking to you helps me feel better. I thought I was the only one who had this problem.
No, many people face the same problem. Talking helps a lot.
We can help each other. Do you want to be study partners? We can talk once a week about our study goals.
Yes, I like that idea. We can share what worked and what did not work.
Okay, let's try something new every week to improve focus.
Good plan. So, what is your goal for this week?
I will keep my phone in another room when I study.
Nice. I will try to write my thoughts in the morning before I start studying.
Good. This will be helpful.
Yes, focus is hard, but if we help each other, we can improve. Rohan, how do you stay away from social media while studying?
I log out of all apps. I also turn off notifications. This helps me stay focused.
I will try logging out too. I usually just keep the phone nearby, and then I get distracted.
Keeping the phone in another room helps a lot. I started using a small clock to see the time instead of checking the phone.
That is a smart idea. I keep checking the time on my phone, but then I open messages too.
Yes, that happens. One small check turns into 10 minutes of scrolling.
That's true. I will buy a small clock too. It will help me focus.
Also, I keep my study table clean. If my table is messy, I cannot focus.
I have books and papers all over my table. I feel confused sometimes.
Try to keep only the things you need for one subject at a time. It will make your mind clear too.
Okay, I will arrange my table today. I think a clean space can help with a clean mind.
Yes, even having a water bottle nearby helps. You don't have to get up again and again.
Right. I get up for water or snacks and then forget to come back quickly.
Same problem I had. So now I keep everything ready before I sit to study.
That sounds very helpful. I will prepare my space before study too.
Another thing that helped me is setting a clear study time. Like, I fixed 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. daily.
That's good. If we have a fixed time, the brain gets ready to focus at that time.
Yes, it becomes a habit. After some days, the mind knows it is study time.
I will set my time from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is when I feel free.
That is a good plan. Try to follow it daily. If we follow the routine, it becomes easier.
Yes, sometimes I miss one day and then feel lazy the next day.
That's why even 10 minutes of study is better than skipping completely.
True. Something is better than nothing. I will study even if I am tired.
Exactly. Just opening the book and reading one page helps to stay in habit.
Do you revise what you studied every week?
Yes, I give 1 hour on Sunday for revision. I read all notes and check what I remember.
I never revise like that. Maybe that's why I forget what I studied.
Try Sunday revision. You can also write a small test for yourself.
That's a good idea. I will write 5 questions for myself every Sunday.
That will help you know which topics need more focus.
Rohan, how do you deal with noise at home?
I use soft earplugs or listen to white noise. Sometimes I study early when others are sleeping.
My house is noisy in the evening. Maybe I should try morning study too.
You can also talk to your family. Tell them your study time so they avoid loud sounds.
Yes, I will speak to them today. They will support me if I ask.
That's good. Family support can make a big difference.
Also, I get bored if I study the same subject every day. What should I do?
Try mixing subjects. 1 hour math, 1 hour English, for example.
That's a good idea. I will make a weekly plan with 2 subjects each day.
That will help your mind stay fresh. Also, change your sitting position sometimes.
I sit in the same place for hours. Maybe that's why I feel sleepy.
Yes. Change of place or even standing for 5 minutes helps the brain wake up.
I will walk for a few minutes between study sessions.
Very good. Small movements help with focus.
Do you drink tea or coffee while studying?
I drink 1 cup of tea in the morning. Not too much, or I can't sleep at night.
I drink coffee sometimes, but it gives me stress if I drink more.
Then it is better to take less. Water is always best.
Yes, I will drink more water now.
Sonika, do you write down your distractions?
What do you mean?
When I get distracted by a thought, I write it on a paper and return to study. Later, I check the list.
That's a smart trick. I always think about other things while studying.
Try it. Just write the thought and come back to study. You can think about it later.
I will try this from today. It will help me stop thinking too much during study.
Yes, it really works. Also, don't forget to reward yourself after studying.
Like giving a small treat?
Yes. After 2 hours of study, I watch one video or eat a fruit I like.
I like that idea. It will motivate me to complete the task.
Right. The brain feels happy with small rewards.
Rohan, do you get nervous before exams?
Sometimes, but I try to stay calm by reviewing my notes slowly.
I get very nervous. I forget things during the test.
Try to sleep well before exams and revise calmly. Don't rush.
Okay, I will not stay awake all night before the exam.
That's better. Sleep helps the brain stay fresh.
Thank you, Rohan. You shared so many helpful tips.
Thank you too. Talking to you gives me more ideas to stay focused.
Let's keep meeting once a week to talk about our progress.
Yes, it will help both of us stay motivated and focused.
I will prepare my study table and plan for tomorrow.
Me too. Let's start the new week with full focus.
Yes, one step at a time, every day.
We can do this. Let's help each other and stay consistent.
Agreed. Focus and study together.
Sonika, what do you do when you feel lazy and don't want to study?
I sit quietly for a few minutes. Then I try to start with something small, like reading one page.
That is a good way. Starting small helps me too. Sometimes I feel lazy, but I open my book and read just a little.
Yes. After I start, I don't feel lazy anymore. The hard part is starting.
Exactly. We just need to take the first step.
Do you use a timer while studying?
Yes. I set a timer for 30 minutes. I study until the timer rings. Then I take a short break.
I want to try that. I think a timer will help me focus better.
It does. When I know the time is running, I try not to waste any minute.
I will set my timer too. Maybe 25 minutes for study and 5 minutes for rest.
That works well. It keeps the mind fresh. We do not feel tired quickly.
What do you do during your break time?
I stretch, drink water, or just close my eyes and relax.
I usually look at my phone during breaks, but then the break becomes too long.
That happens to me too. Now, I leave my phone in another room.
That's a smart move. I will do that starting today.
Also, if I feel bored, I try to teach the topic to someone else. That helps me understand it better.
I have never tried that. Maybe I can explain things to my little brother.
Yes, teaching someone is the best way to learn. You find out what you know and what you don't.
I like that idea. I will try explaining one topic to him tomorrow.
Tell me how it goes. I think you will enjoy it.
Okay, I will. Rohan, do you think writing helps with focus?
Yes. When I write, I remember things better. Writing keeps me active.
I usually just read. I don't write much, but maybe I should write notes too.
Try writing short notes in your own words. It makes the topic clear.
I will start from today, 1 page of notes every day.
That's a great goal. Soon you will have your own notebook of key points.
Yes, that will help during exams.
Also, I sometimes use colors to highlight important words. It makes notes easy to review.
I like colors. Maybe I can use different pens to mark main ideas.
That helps with memory. The brain remembers colorful things better.
Thank you for sharing all this, Rohan. It really helps.
Thank you too. Talking like this gives me new ideas too.
Rohan, do you reward yourself after finishing a study goal?
Yes. If I finish my plan, I take a longer break or eat something I like.
That sounds good. I will give myself small rewards too. It will keep me happy.
Yes. Small happiness makes study time better.
Sometimes I feel tired even before I start. What do you do then?
If I am too tired, I rest. But if it's just laziness, I wash my face or walk for a few minutes.
Washing face helps me too. It wakes me up.
Yes, and sometimes soft music in the background helps me stay calm while studying.
I never tried that. I always study in silence.
You can try soft music with no words. It helps some people stay focused.
I will test it and see how it feels. Maybe it will help me too.
Try different things and see what works best for you.
Okay, I think I will make a new study plan today.
That's good. Write your goals clearly and keep them simple.
Yes, I will make a list of what I want to study each day.
Keep the list short so it feels possible to finish.
Right. If the list is too long, I feel stress.
That happens to me too. I now write only 3 or 4 main tasks per day.
That's a good number. It feels easy to manage.
Yes, and I put a check mark after I finish each one. That gives me a good feeling.
I will try that too. Checking tasks feels like success.
Exactly. Success in small steps builds confidence.
Rohan, do you think having a fixed sleeping time helps with focus?
Yes. If I sleep and wake at the same time every day, my mind stays fresh.
I sleep late some nights. Then I feel sleepy during the day.
That can hurt your focus. Try to sleep 7 to 8 hours every night.
Okay, I will go to bed by 10 p.m. from now.
That's great. A fresh mind can learn faster.
I feel like we are learning so much just by talking about this.
Yes. Talking helps us understand our study habits better. Let's wrap up the podcast episode. Thanks for joining and staying with us. This will help you to speak and listen English well and good, so stay tuned with us and enjoy our podcast daily. This will not change.